Coach No Nene Njai. I know she was on the sidelines with you. Can you just tell us what the situation was and sort of how that all worked out?
Yeah, she got an illness, so she was a game time decision. Got two warm ups and tried to get through warm ups and just couldn't go. So ended up being extremely shorthanded. Faith, same thing. She has an illness. She gave a great effort to play first half, but couldn't finish the game. And then, we're still missing Zakara Perkins with her illness. So, playing extremely shorthanded today.
It seemed like Washington was really able to get going at the basket on both ends of the floor and the rebounding and points in the paint. What were they able to do to kind of take over the rim?
Just thought that they were, their size definitely was a factor, and they were aggressive going after rebounds. And, again, with us playing a little bit of shorthanded and playing different people in different positions, they were able to take advantage of that.
Lauren Swan played her most minutes. I think tied her season high in scoring. Can you just describe what you saw from her today?
Yeah, she's still, she's definitely an offensive threat out there. She just hasn't had very much practice time at all this year. In order for her to play on game day, she's extremely limited in what she can do in practice. So what she's doing out there is really in some respects remarkable, because she just doesn't get a lot of practice time, and so as we get in games and she's getting more in a rhythm, that's good to see. It will be ideal for her to have more time in practice so she can gel better with the team. So I think that sometimes what we see out there is she's still not quite gelling with the team just because she doesn't have the practice reps.
9 points came from the top three players: Kayla Ivey, Lauren Swan, and Amani Lester. I guess, what was that process like, trying to figure out who's filling what role, especially mid-game when you lose someone like Faith as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, and you got you want to play people to their strengths, and you end up trying to find rotations out there that can be successful, and rotations that are going to work well together and also be productive at the same time. So, when you have to play the game without three of your starters, three of your top producers, that makes that even more of a challenge than it is on regular nights. And again, against a team like Washington, who's really good and has a lot of depth.
You just described the sort of the challenge of the game gets moved. You're playing on a Monday afternoon, and now you've got a one-day prep to play Oregon on Wednesday night. Yeah,
one-day prep for Oregon. It's but these are the challenges of college sports, right? And so we'll step up to the challenge. We don't have much time to get rested. Hopefully we'll get those three back. Hopefully they'll feel better and be able to compete on Wednesday. But if not, we'll suit up with the team that we have, and we'll get out there and do our best and compete.
Mixing a lot of zone looks as well throughout the game. I guess how did you feel about what you saw out there with the zone, and what can you take from that into the next games?
I thought we had some really good zone possessions. Sometimes it's more of a challenge to rebound in the zone because you don't have a person, you have an area. So that sometimes is something that can become a challenge, and we want to be better at. We want to be better at rebounding out of the zone. We played a lot more zone today because of the short rotation and the shortened bench, and we like to play man to man. We feel strong about our man defense, but out of necessity we played a lot more zone today. So there's going to be some things that we can watch and ways that we can shore up our zone and get a little bit better there.